all. So today we're going to be chatting a little bit about where to stand when you're on this station at the bottom of the slide. So the goal is that you can see up the flume, but you don't want to get hit by every kid that comes down. So you need to be standing right where the wake comes out of the slide. You need to be in it, like right off to the side of the wake, so that you can see up the flume, you can see your area, and you need to make sure that no one can come behind you as well. So just right here.
Okay guys, so you've probably noticed that we've got yellow dots here at the slide. We also have green dots over the diving board. We have blue dots over the concession stand. We want to make sure that everybody that's using the slide, as they're waiting in line, they're staying separated on each dot. So as you're at the bottom of the slide or the top of the slide, be watching the people that are going up and down. Make sure that they know that they need to be spread out going up and while they're standing in line. And if you see they're starting to clump together, make sure that you stand up and go and talk to them and make sure they spread out.
Hey guys, this is Brooklyn. We're just going to talk about utilizing supervisors. So if you guys have a problem, whether it be out on stand or you're cleaning or working out on the deck, just know that you're not alone. Us supervisors are here to help you for any problems that you might have. It's our job, that's why we're here to help you. If there is a problem in the bathroom when you guys are checking before you go on break, us supervisors need to know about it. Because if there's a problem, we can help you take care of it. You don't always have to do it yourself, especially if there is a guy and a girl on shift. Unfortunately, if you are, say, the only boy on shift, you will have to deal with problems in the bathroom. But if you have to do that, a supervisor sometimes will go on stand for you so that you can still get your break. So if you're not reporting things because you're afraid that you're not going to get your break, you shouldn't worry about that, because if there is a problem, we will always make sure that you get your break. Same thing goes for on stand. If you guys have any problems with patrons and they are not working with you, you don't know what to do, maybe you're unsure about a rule or they're just being really difficult, please call one of us over and we will help you, okay? You don't have to do it by yourself, especially if the patron is being very difficult. Or even if you're on stand and maybe you forgot your whistle or you forgot to fill up your water bottle, just let us know, we'll help you with that. We still encourage you guys to practice your problem-solving skills, especially if it's something that's easily manageable and something that you can figure out yourself. There are times where it might be a difficult or a busy day and we might not be readily available, and we still want to encourage you guys to still practice your problem-solving skills. But other than that, we're here to help.
So if you guys are going to be late or not show up to a shift, and if you're not showing up, it better be an emergency or find a replacement to a shift, make sure to contact the supervisor, because it's really hard sitting there not knowing if someone's coming, if you're doing even odd rotation or normal rotation.
Good morning, guards. Okay, so for this, we're going to talk about pool checks. So for pool checks, there's been a lot of controversy on if we should be pulling people off of the splash pad. So the answer is we are going to be able to leave the splash pad open during pool checks now. So if you're on stand 3, you're going to hop down off of your stand and walk around the splash pad while the pool check is being done.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna talk to you guys real quick about keeping the guard room clean and looking professional. So, when we're in the guard room and on our shifts, we can't be leaving our bags around like this because it looks unprofessional, and when there's so many bags in here, it makes it so guards coming on break cannot actually have a place to sit down. The same goes for water bottles that are lying around. We need to clean them up and put them away so that they are not in the way of things like the tubes that we might be needing to grab, and it also looks unprofessional for patrons who come in who are needing assistance.
All right, lifeguards, today what we're doing here in our training today, and it's July 1st. Welcome to July, we've made it there. If you look back over here, you're going to see that we're doing extractions. These extractions, everybody, we're working it from a deep submerged to pulling them out with the board. working as a team. If you missed it, you're going to need to make sure that you get a hold of your supervisor to get that passed off here in a little bit, okay? All right. Now, the next few things I have that I want to talk to you about is I need to talk to you about your social distancing. All right, what do we do with the social distancing here in your shifts? When you come on shift, there are some things that you need to make sure that you are doing. First of all, you're going to get your temperature taken by your supervisor. They're going to make sure that you don't have a fever, things like that, that we're staying healthy. When you come in and get ready, grab your stuff. Make sure if you're in the lifeguard room with other lifeguards, at the beginning of the shift, you have to wear your mask because it is very hard to maintain that social distancing with everybody there. When we get crowded in that lifeguard room, there is no way we are 6 feet apart. Please wear a mask in there. If you don't have one, grab your stuff, get out, and come outside so you can maintain that 6 foot distancing. We have been having problems in other pools throughout the state. They have lifeguards that also, your actions wherever you go, also can affect when you come back to work. You have got to make sure you are safe and maintaining that social distancing even when you're not at work. Well, other pools such as Provo Rec Center has had about 6 guards go out. And if you go down when you're sick and you've spent like 15 minutes in close proximity to your coworker, that means they have to go self-quarantine. And if we have too many, that means the pool also shuts down. It's up to you to make sure that you maintain that social distancing. Also, when we are cleaning in between, you need to wear the mask. There's no ifs or buts about it. When you're out of the water, not teaching lessons, and when you're not on stand, you must wear that mask. It is a vital part of helping us maintain keeping the levels down so that our health system can maintain this and keep it going well for our COVID-19 crisis that we're in. So please, everybody do your part, okay? Other things that I need to talk to you about. We have been having some lifeguards that have not been showing up on time. This is vital. Even if you do call in, well, then you might have others that call in and say, hey, I'm going to be late. That doesn't help out the shift. You have got to make sure that you are coming in on time and making your best effort to be here, because if we don't have you on stand, that's put others' lives at risk. If you just no-show, and you say, we call you, say, hey, I'm on my way, and then you no-show, we write you up. You know, you get one shot, and after that, if it happens again, I'm just gonna let you go, and you don't have a job anymore. It is very important that you get here, and you get here on time, all right? Let's talk about time cards. If you are having problems logging in and logging out, I need to know about it. That way we can make sure you're getting your time in correctly so that you get paid correctly. There's been some other concerns with that is, what do I do if I worked a little bit earlier but now I forgot to put it in? I can show you how to add a shift, or a supervisor can show you how to do that. Please make sure that you are taking care of those things. I can help you, or the supervisors can. Now there's one thing I cannot help you with. That is, if you have put on your direct deposit into your mother's account, you need to talk to your mother and make sure that you switch it over to your account. Because if it's on your account and you want it there but you forgot and your mom said, oh, just put it on mine, guess who's getting the money? It's your mom getting the money for what you're working here for. So you'll need to change that with human resources, okay? And one last thing, uniforms are in. We want to make sure all new guards get their hat and then their tank top first. Once all of the new ones have their hats and their tank tops, then all you older guards can come and get an updated one. If your hat's faded, we can grab one of those and get an updated t-shirt, okay? So let's make sure we get that taken care of as soon as possible so everybody gets their uniforms. All right, now the moment everybody waits for is the end of the video. What is the challenge this week? Okay, this challenge is going to be almost like the same thing, but what happened last time is you looked for the rock, and it's a triangular shape. It's about so big, but it was hidden by some trash. We found the rock, but we didn't clean up the trash. That's not the point. We have to clean the area where it's at. All right, so this one's going to be a big challenge. This one you get both the Chick-fil-A, chicken strips, nuggets, whatever those things are, plus a free slushie from Sonic. You get two things. Now, you only get it if you clean the area where you find the rock. You must take a picture of the cleaned area and the rock, and then you can either text it to me or email it. The first one that does that gets the Chick-fil-A and the Sonic coupons. Okay? But do not leave the rock there. Put the rock on my desk, so I need to make sure that I look for my emails. So please pay attention to these things. Let's help out, and we can all do this and make this a better time for us here at the water park. We need it. The community needs it. So let's make it a better place and keep our social distancing and keep it sanitized and safe. Hey, thanks guys. This has been another in-service meeting for July 1st, 2020.